Now, if I were to say to you that this is right behind me a pineapple patch, you'd probably think I'm pretty crazy. I mean, after all, there is almost no pineapple in sight from what you can see, but it is a pineapple field. There's a good example. Now, I know it's been like a long time since I've cleared in here. It's a wreck, and I'm gonna come in here now today with a machete and try to clean up some of it, make it look better. One of the reasons I haven't been too motivated about working in this area is because there are some pineapples that are native to this area, and there's other pineapples that are not. A good example of them would be this one right here and that one. Those are not native to this area. And here we have a lot of humidity and rain, and that can cause it to get like what we call some rust, or inside the pineapple. It's called some brown rust or something. I don't really know the name. But anyways, basically turns the entire pineapple bad. Now this right here would be more of an example of a native pineapple. A native pineapple doesn't really taste as good, but it's pineapple, and pineapple in general tastes good. It just doesn't taste as good as the non-native type that y'all are probably used to in the United States. This is more of a white pineapple. And white pineapples are usually used for juices here instead of just raw eating, but you can eat it raw anyways, it tastes good. So real quick, part of my day is gonna be clearing out some of this and getting this all cleared up. I got that little bit of an area done took me an hour I think to get that done, so that's good. Just a small chunk into it. It's starting to rain right now, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna have a little project I'm gonna do inside, but I'm gonna jump ahead and show you another project I'll be doing today after it stops raining. Now, I've mentioned before that we have some problem with some ants that come around and cut different plants that we don't want them to cut. And one of the plants they cut is the mango tree. As you can see, they're just chopping everything off of it. I accidentally pulled this leaf off. It was so loose on there. But what the most favorite leaves they like on the mango tree is the new growth. And every single time this mango tree gets new growth, they come and chop it off. I think I found a very good and accurate solution to this, and it's probably the best solution that you can ever have. If you have a problem with these ants, this is the solution. Let me show you. Yep, that's right. He loves these ants. For some reason, meat chickens like this love ants. Of course, he's getting a little off track right now, but if you gate him up and put him in an area where there's a lot of ants, he'll eat every last one of them in that area that he has. And that's exactly what I plan to do. So we'll let him have a few more minutes of free time before we cage him up. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create a small area around this, small pen around this area, and I'm gonna put him in there, maybe with a friend too, just to keep him company, and so that he can train that other chicken how to eat these ants as well. There's not very many ants on here, but there's a few. The idea is to protect the plant before we have a problem with the ants, because right when it starts budding up and making leaves, they come over and chop them off. There we go, that's done, he's in there. All we gotta do now is get him a friend and some shelter and maybe a water, chicken water. Well, we have a lawbreaker over here, so we'll get her. There we go, he's got a companion, he's got a place to stay, and I don't really have a professional waterer, so that'll have to do. Now, although I'm done with moving that chicken into its area, I'm still trying to attack the ants all the more. And I've decided to move these chickens and this chicken tractor up on the road where we have a huge path of ants. First we have to put them in here, and then we'll transport them. Now these two chickens in general aren't chickens that will actually eat ants a lot or eat a lot of ants. So I'm gonna get somebody that I know eats a lot of ants that will train these chickens how to do it. We have about 3 chickens that really love ants, and I'm gonna put one of them in here with them. Here you are, come here you. Thank you, I'm not trying to hurt you. Everything's all hunky-dory. Meat chickens for some reason seem to be really good ant eaters. Hopefully it won't take too long for her to realize that she's encaged and she has lots of ants around her. Once she notices the ants, she'll probably start eating them right away. While I've been working with the chickens, they've been pulling around the pineapples and doing stuff over here. This is another pineapple patch we have. These are native to this area. They have briars, and so it's not too nice if you get caught on these pineapples. So what are you doing, Livia?
Bedding in here for the chickens.
So it's not so muddy in here?
Yeah, because if you look under here, this is how it was everywhere.
Yeah, real muddy. And so do you remember the name of this place, what we called this place?
No.
Well, we named it Diego Garcia.
I have no idea what that means, actually.
It's an island that's a military base of the United States. It's in the Indian Ocean. We call it Diego Garcia because it's so hard to escape. Most of these chickens can't escape from this pen. I did so much work on it to make sure no chicken can escape. We also have Guantanamo Bay, and that is the chicken tractor I just moved. So just thought I'd let you know. And it seems to me we got to get this banana down. Some birds have been eating it, and you know, any bananas going to waste, I don't know if you can see it, is just not so good for me. So hey, I'm just gonna chop this thing.
Why not?
There we go. And you can use this for Diego Garcia if you want.
What's Diego Garcia?
That's our military base over there, or chicken base. What? I'll take this back to the house. So a long time ago, somebody actually sent us some seeds, and they got to us maybe a month ago, and so now we planted them. They're butternut squash. Planted butternut squash here, so that person actually may be watching. Anyways, and we planted some over here as well, and we planted them in 6 other areas as well in this field. We've also have this type of squash, which is kind of a native squash here. We've harvested some of this squash before, and we planted the seeds again. So they're popping up. We have some over here as well, and one over here. I think we have a few more here and there, all the way down there. Yeah, we have some over here as well. And here, right here is a cocoa tree.
Oh, it got killed.
But yeah, it got attacked by some cutter ants. Oh well. Well, we'll have to hope that it comes back. Of course, they love to chew on anything we love. So if you like something, you have these ants, just know if you've got something you absolutely love, they're gonna love it too. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the banana that I just chopped down. We're gonna chop it down in more pieces, so come on. This right here is a good example of what a lazy person would do right here to get down bananas. So we're gonna kind of chop it down and make it nice. Finish the job, actually.
Yeah, but how about you just cut the whole thing down, not leave this big stuff out?
Absolutely, that's what I'm doing now. And there we go, that's done. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to gather greenery stuff to put in the sheep pen.
No, the chicken pen.
Oh, the chicken pen, sorry. And that's what we're doing first before we head on over there to the chicken pen.
All that brush over there, I'm gonna cut down some of it at least for a chicken seat.
Switching cameras. So this is our chicken coop. We just put a bunch of leaves in here. to make it nicer for them a little bit. And here's their new roosting bars. Hopefully they'll be able to get up there. Maybe make something to get them up there. Oh yeah, that's true. They get up all on the sides, so they'll get up there. Yeah, they'll get up there easy.